Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Spelunky. Doing things a little bit differently today. Wow, I already hate this daily challenge. This is the Monday, October 14th daily challenge, hopefully going up around that time. Normally this would be done on the NLSS, but we're going to shift to doing probably half as much Spelunky on the NLSS and doing a little bit more on YouTube, which I kind of prefer. As much as I like doing the races, and we will still do those, it's also nice to have some time to kind of just relax and, you know, play Spelunky in a more casual, it's not really casual, but a less distracting environment, if that makes sense. In any case, that's neither here nor there. Hopefully it makes the runs a little bit more accessible to a certain amount of people. But anyway, how did we do on the last run? Pretty darn good. It ended up being among the top 5 Spelunky runs I've ever had, which is, you know, absolutely nothing to complain about. I've probably done, like, you know, maybe, well, I can't say I've done 100 daily challenges. When did daily challenges start? Back in August, meaning that it's like the middle of October right now, so maybe we've done like 70 daily challenges. I've probably missed a few. In any case, to be in the top 5, that's pretty unlikely. That doesn't happen all that often, so we raised our overall average score. We didn't beat Hell, which was the real sore spot, because it was looking really good. Then I made a terrible mistake, got hit by Dracula and fell on the spikes. We'll be hoping to rectify that in the future. First floor here was absolutely terrible. I mean, it wasn't that bad. The thing that makes it bad is that so much of the level was like behind closed doors, unfortunately, and by that I mean, you know, not literally closed doors, because those don't really exist in Spelunky. Cool, free gem, and also something we can use to trigger more arrow traps later. But, you know, they were in gated areas that would have required bombs for me to get to, and I don't want to use bombs this early to possibly not get that much in return, so instead I mostly just chose to kind of, that doesn't kill the bad, yeah, just kind of, you know, flies right through it. I would rather save my bombs for a more obvious benefit, like, for example, to get to the black market, of course, and beyond that, maybe, ooh, I wonder if I can cheese the shit out of this spider. I totally can. Also, getting the Ujat Eye, obviously, of the utmost importance, so saving these bombs is fairly important for now. We may or may not murder a shopkeeper on this floor. We should encounter one. This floor, I mean, the last floor was fine. We ended up getting Monty, which is obviously always nice to be at 5 health after the first floor instead of, you know, 3 or 4. And we picked up like 10,000 gold, which is, again, an adequate amount. It's usually where I consider, what I consider to be an adequate amount for a floor in the early game, because, you know, if you do want to go to the black market legitimately, then you want to get to about 50,000. So far so good here, I would say. There's no shop on the second floor, or it's hidden. And the fact that it could be hidden scares the shit out of me. So we are going to skip a vault. That's some, you know, opportunity lost for sure. But mostly I'm concerned with survival. The longer we survive, the more money we're going to make here. This might not be a million scoring run, but it's an attempt anyway. And I hope, the reason I'm concerned is I hope I didn't accidentally leave the... That was one too, yeah, absolutely. I hope I didn't accidentally leave the Ujat Eye on the last floor. It's fairly unlikely, but a theoretical possibility nonetheless. There was some tricky platforming there. That's a Spelunky skill that is very easy to learn, but you just need to know that it's possible, which is you can step on the same tile that a spider is hanging over without aggroing it, but it's going to be, like, real close. You got to be... It's touch and go. So this is another terrible shop. I could possibly kill that shopkeeper and get a shotgun and hired help, but that's a pretty terrible value proposition for right now, so it's looking like this is probably... I'm going to use a rope just to be sure here, but it's looking like this is probably going to be a little bit more of a conservative Spelunky run because, you know, we're on floor 3. I haven't murdered shopkeepers yet. Thank God I didn't fall on the spikes. How much do I want that pot? The answer is probably too much. I had a feeling it would be an enemy, just because they've mostly all been enemies so far. There is a crate down there. We should presumably be able to trade a rope for it. Obviously, I hate this. I'm trying to think about how I want to deal with this. The answer is I don't want to deal with it. It's very, very likely that I fall on the spikes here. There we go. It just took a little bit of conscious platforming, and then we made it work reasonably well. We didn't get Monty on the last floor either. So there was like a totally hidden area that I was not aware of, I suppose. Now, hopefully we'll be able to get Monty on this floor. I don't know where he is. And now I'm being very concerned that maybe I have, like, left the Ujat Eye behind. I could have taken fall damage there by being a big dummy. More bombs is extraordinarily useful, of course. We'll leave our third floor with only 28,000, 6 bombs, no items, only 5 health, and no Jedi. Scary run so far. We will be able to pick up paste on this floor, which is fine. Not necessarily, you know, game winning, but it's something. I bet I can make it over there without getting hit by the arrow trap. Yep, okay, that was pretty stupid for only 1,500 gold, but at least I knew it was possible, and then I tested it, and it turns out it totally was possible. So, now, obviously, we got some kind of harrowing situations here. This is probably the most bullshit daily challenge I've seen in a long time. And by bullshit, it's not really bullshit, it's just very, very difficult relative to your average daily challenge. Now, we have some positive things going on here. Most obvious one should be that the Jedi is indeed on this floor. 3 more bombs is especially beneficial because I am going to probably have to murder at least 2 or 3 more of these spiders just to get through. This will also give us some gems. We already have the paste and we can, you know, platform around a couple of these guys, but it's nice to kind of neutralize them and get them out of the system as soon as possible just because, you know, they do some extra damage. But I did choose to just leave one alive, and we'll just run away instead. So the key, presumably, it's right there. That's very good news. More gold for us. I'm gonna leave the Jedi there, and I should be able to platform through here and be fine with things. I don't think the powder keg is just gonna explode and leave me high and dry. That was such a good tandem attack by those spiders. Those guys should enter, you know, Paris figure skating in the Olympics or something, because they have some goddamn synergy. All right, there's our Jedi. Was a little wary that it would even happen in the first place, but lucky me, I suppose. We've got another powder keg type situation here. Just like this daily challenge so far is just grandfather spiders and powder kegs. So obviously a little frightened. I don't know how to deal with that spider is the thing. I guess we can get it to fall down, and then we'll just hit it far away from the powder keg, and it didn't explode, so somebody up there likes me. We'll throw this bad boy down in here, and, okay, we're just gonna leave. I hated everything about the mines here. I didn't kill any shopkeepers. I have borderline no items. I have a few extra bombs, but, you know, compensated by losing a few extra ropes. And, of course, the black market is, like, immediately at the start of this. So, you know, it's probably wise for us to murder shopkeepers. And I say that because otherwise, you know, we may not get enough money for the Ankh anyway. We probably will, but we may not. I don't know why I would choose to just fall on that frog when I know how physics work underwater in this game. But, I think I will use a rope first to get a little bit of money down here. And this is just to kind of like, I mean, I don't have to use the rope to get the money. I have to use the rope to get back. But, this is just because maybe if we get some more money, I can buy a shotgun from the shopkeepers and thus, like, increase my chances of survival. I know this sounds weird. We are basically at 50,000 now. What I'm thinking is, oh, we won't have to use a rope, which is good. But if I can at least buy a weapon, that makes it much easier to kill shopkeepers than just aggroing them from the start. So, you know, the other alternative is that we could just legitimately buy the Ankh. The other alternative is we could just ignore all of this and try to set a high score just by going to Olmec, but that's exceptionally unlikely to happen. So there is a shotgun for sale. We have to look at the kind of layout of these levels and see if it would be possible for us. The problem is that there's a dog. So how would I do this effectively? Buy the shotgun, or you could just pick up the shotgun. But the problem with just picking up the shotgun is that it's going to shoot the dog and kill him. But if I could, like, put the dog behind the shopkeeper, as I did right there, then I should be able to maybe make this happen. I'm still gonna buy the shotgun, and this is gonna annoy a lot of people because it's basically like a loss of 20,000. And I should be able to just, like, shoot and then jump. Just be very cautious here. Okay, so we've committed. We're murdering shopkeepers. I'm sorry. Monty might actually live, which is dumb and awesome. This is the only way that I can really see myself salvaging a reasonably high score out of this run. So you'll forgive me if it goes wrong, I'm sure. If it doesn't, though, this could be what turns us around. So obviously, looking to stick this shopkeeper with a bomb. The less bombs we have to invest in killing this man, the better. I think he just got pegged with one. There we go. So now that he's dead, we'll just make sure that there's no... Well, we'll get the Ankh first, because that's very important. There's actually a jetpack in the shop, which is amazing. Or in the special area. And it's actually amazing because now I don't even have to deal with those shopkeepers. Like, I can actually just... Oh, but the lantern will give me away here. Is there a shopkeeper on the bottom? Yeah, there is. Okay. What I'm thinking here is I just bomb my way into the jetpack like this, and then I don't even have to worry about those shopkeepers. And there's nothing of value remaining at any other point, so this is just an easy jetpack pickup. And then we just drop another bomb in here. And I realize I'm using a lot of bombs. That's okay, though. I'm gonna toss another bomb in here. We have 37 of them. I shouldn't waste them because they may actually end up being extremely important. I hit him with one. That's all that matters there. Good. Very good news. Okay. So we'll pick up a little bit of gold. Probably reasonably and like wisely a little bit wary about picking up the remainder of the gold. So let's just leave. That went much better than I would have ever expected, in all honesty. Picked up a jetpack and a shotgun, and then a fuck ton of bombs. That's good news. Those are exceptionally great items for us to have moving forwards. Probably some of the items that most contribute to having a successful hell run. And, you know, we're not even close to getting the Kapala, but there is a way for us to get more health here by way of the bees and their fat royal jelly. So, hopefully, we'll have the opportunity to do that, or, like, kill them, basically. I'm just trying to avoid getting killed by Boomerang Man here. And that's some compass. No, monkey! Chain reaction of monkey despair here. Okay, we're fine. The idol is something I, of course, want as well. I can't believe that I almost missed that bee 3 times and, you know, secured my fate as the world's dumbest man. We have spike shoes as well, another big pickup. Is, this the only way down? Is the only way down to go through the bee town? I think so. Royal Jelly has been killed or, well, not killed, but obtained. Which is fantastic news. I'm a dummy, but I'm an alive dummy and actually have a lot of health, so, you know, life's good. Just gonna ruin this Boomerang Man's life just to save my own. And of course, you know, that'll explode him. The bombs that I have are important, and the idol's important, but it's much more important for me to be able to sacrifice Monty and maybe get the Kapala later. The glass is not really worth anything. It's been a very sloppy run recently, but this is fine. We are up to 51,000, and the ability to get to hell is still there. We have more than enough bombs to at least ghost a few vaults, and of course I'm going to be hoping that these vaults show up with a little bit more regularity later. I think that dude will just get killed completely by the snail if I let him. Like, the shotgun is already vacant here. He might be able to pick this up again and murder me, so I should just be very cautious. There we go. And that means there must be no vaults available, but now I can sacrifice... Be very cautious there, please. I can sacrifice some of these corpses here, and that will allow me to get some more favor with Kali. I doubt that I'll be able to get enough to get the Kapala, but it actually might be a possibility. There's at least, well, there's many, of course, and I should be able to platform around the ghost reasonably well as a result of the jetpack. I'm gonna trick Kali, or the ghost, basically, by coming up this way. And this will force him to come up the way that he probably... No! I'm an idiot. Don't get killed by fall damage or the ghost! Oh, Jesus Christ. Move! Holy shit. I'm bad. But this is okay. I don't want to sacrifice the... Maybe we should just leave. We've done our part here. Let's not get ourselves killed by being a big dummy. We'll just take the money to the exit. We're very, very close to getting the Kapala regardless. It would be a shame to die in a foolish situation like this. Goddamn monkeys are my least favorite enemy by far in Spelunky now. Used to not be perturbed by them that much. I guess maybe because I only made it to the jungle like once every 4 or 5 runs. But now, they make things so unpredictable And they're like the hardest enemy to kill when they approach you, because most other enemies have a very predictable movement set. I suppose monkeys do as well, but it's a predictable movement set that's also hard to compensate for. So there is the opportunity to ghost a vault here. This one is something I would suggest to be more or less extreme importance. I do think the smart play for me here is just shoot the shotgun. We did get the spring shoes, which is excellent. Not really a game-winning item, probably, but nice to have regardless. Now, just hope that guy didn't turn around. I did think it was impossible, so... Okay, don't accidentally get knocked onto the spikes. It's kind of a tricky platforming segment here, so that bomb should simplify things. At least makes us not have to worry about the tiki trap. We accidentally blew up an explosive frog. And he got killed by something. Where's our shopkeeper? Oh, he's in the hired help zone here. Okay, since we have a jetpack, we don't really have to worry about... oh, Monty's here. If there's an idol, or sorry, an altar, I'd be very pleased. Looks like the exit's right here, and I'm just coming through this area right now and wasting probably more bombs than I should. Just to clear out the area so I can easily ghost and, you know, take anything to the exit that needs to go to the exit. This shopkeeper appears to be incapable of making it out of here alive, so we're just going to throw some bombs around, and that murdered the shopkeeper that I needed to murder. So good use of bombs, I would say. A little scary. And I unfortunately will not be able to murder that shopkeeper that's in the terrible zone right now. But that's fine. I'll go prepare to ghost this vault. And we should be able to get out of this totally okay. I've been wrong before, you know, but I think we just kind of let nature take its course. Yeah, that's pretty much what I anticipated. And then we'll wait for the ghost, and we should be able to platform around reasonably well. I don't really care about Monty. I just worry about that one shopkeeper getting freed from his prison, but I don't think he will. Okay. So this run, I would say, you know, as long as we manage to ghost this vault, we're going to pick up about 80,000. And then, I think it's fair to say that this run has gone a little bit better than anticipated, based on the kind of dearth of good stuff in the early game. So we're just going to come down here. We'll convince the ghost to follow us, and then we'll pick up this stuff, and then we'll just platform around the ghost. Which is honestly a little bit trickier than I would have expected it to be, but there we go. So we're free, and that shopkeeper's still trapped, and everything down here is dead. So not the highest score we've ever had leaving the jungle, but the ice caves is potentially a bastion of delicious goodness for us, as long as we don't get frozen and killed instantly. And we're still looking out for the Kapala, so, you know, having an altar on this level would be ideal for sure. Getting the Kapala would, you know, basically solve one of the few remaining problems with this run. I don't have all of the best items in the game, but I do have a lot of them now. And we probably want to just, like, trigger this dude down here, but I don't know how to do that. I'd rather not waste a bomb, so I'd like to get, like, a rock or something. Mine is possible, but also a little risky, so it's a tough call. Anyway, we definitely want to take the idol to the exit. And for those of you who are wondering, basically, you know, I do these daily challenges to try to improve my rank. Oh, that's so good. To try to improve my ranking on the top 100 average daily challenges. So, in order to qualify for that, we're gonna need to finish probably over 400,000 for sure. How much over 400,000 is debatable. Where is Monty at? It's a darn good question, am I right? Now, this might aggro him. Didn't even hit him. Okay, now we should just run off the edge, which is what I want. I would actually prefer if he just lived, but it's too risky for me to come down there. Instead, yeah, we'll just do that, and we'll take our idol to the exit, and I'll look for Monty. If I don't manage to get a Kapala on this floor, it would be a pretty major disappointment. I guess I could sacrifice the idol, but it's not going to pay for itself, and I don't actually know if the idol gives you the same kind of favor with Kali that the like enemies give, or like live human corpses give, or dog corpses, I suppose, in this case. So we'll come up here and we'll look for some Monty goodness. He appears to... This happens on the ice cave sometimes, that, you know, the dog or damsel will just kind of walk around to its death. So this is really unfortunate if that happens to be the case, which it does. Okay, well, I guess we'll just leave then. We're obviously looking for the head to sacrifice ourselves, but, you know, we no need to worry about that right now, I suppose. I don't even remember if it can be on the first level. It's either second or third, I thought. So we'll wait for the UFO to come out here. He'll blow some stuff up. Unfortunately, of course, oh, there's the sacrificial head. So we'll look to do as much as we possibly can on this floor before sacrificing ourselves and losing our shotgun. It's always better when you have a shotgun for the sacrifice to be on the third level, I think, as opposed to the second like it is right now, because that gives you one extra level, like, without a shotgun. And eventually, like, we're gonna have to lose the shotgun anyway to pick up the scepter, but it's nice to have it for more time, I think. So this is a level where we might want to take Monty to the exit, because by taking him to the exit, we'll get the extra health that we otherwise might not really need that much, because we already have 7. Okay, I just wanted to aggro him, and then the shopkeeper will presumably fall to his own death. No vault, but there is an altar, or sorry, an idol as well as a crate. We definitely want to get everything of value there that we could possibly get. More ropes. You might say, you don't need ropes. You've already got a jetpack, but ropes are still nice. There are odd situations occasionally where, you know, the only way to kill, or the most convenient way to kill some enemies might be to drop them, or hit them with the rope from below so they don't hit you. Bats, spiders, those are pretty good examples. So we're at 203,000, which is not a remarkably good score. Thought maybe I could do that. I don't know what I was hoping to get out of it, but, you know, might as well, I guess. Is there anything else we could do on this floor? There's a little bit more gold. Apart from that, you know, I could, you know, move some mines around and possibly snag like another gem or two, but I don't like doing that much. So why don't we just drop off the edge? It's unfortunate that we have to lose our shotgun, but presumably we'll be able to get another one in the future. I am, you know, feeling like the bombs are kind of a sore spot right now, but hopefully we'll be able to get more of those. Either way, very pleased that we did manage to at least make it to the Hedget while killing shopkeepers. We've got some good advantages, and yeah, we'll move onwards then. So far, so good. Any run where you make it past the black market murdering shopkeepers has the potential to be very, very good. The ice caves, you know, I shouldn't necessarily say the ice caves are very easy, but they are, in my opinion, proportionally or relatively the easiest level relative to their lateness in the game. Like, the mines can be somewhat difficult. Mystery box is the only item that could possibly be valuable for me there. But it is nice to know that I could maybe get the shotgun. Although, in all likelihood, the shopkeeper's just gonna fall off the edge instead. And, of course, still looking out for the Kapala. And I mean, if the shopkeeper falls off the edge, that's fine. I'll get the mystery box, and it's possible the mystery box could be a weapon. Now, I do need to be a little cautious here, because with the shopkeeper having platformed kind of out of the way, I don't know where he is. It's a compass, so all of these items are bad. There is some attention paid to the idea that maybe the cape is better than the jetpack once you get down to hell. I don't necessarily agree with it, but, you know, there are some people who believe that, because you can float on the spikes with it, so that's valuable. Did the UFO blow up? No, but it did get out of there, which is mostly what I wanted. So let's see if we can sneak the UFO out, and then we'll just drop it in a situation like that. Where is the shopkeeper? That's the real question that is befuddling me right now. Well, I mean, obviously there's one at the bottom, and I can hear the shotgun going off right now. But where are there any other ones? Is there a vault keeper? Is that what's maybe? No, just a shopkeeper. We'll see. Shopkeeper just chilling. So he can't fall down. That's the problem for us right now. That could have been extremely deleterious to our health. Now he could fall down, and he did. And the shotgun is actually... Oh, there's still some music here. So maybe there's a vault that I didn't notice. I should be able to get the shotgun out of here. It's not crazy valuable. Okay, well, we should look for our vault keeper at the very least. Because if there is a vault keeper, first off, it should be much easier than this to find him. But that's obviously a ton of gold for us. Where the heck is he then? In fact, where the heck is the shopkeeper in general? I can't believe I hit him there. Am I missing something, like, extremely obvious here? Is he down below? Like, a terrible chill runs up your spine, I get it, but it sounds like there's still a shopkeeper left alive. Yeah, the music changed, but that was just because the ghost showed up. We will be able to platform around the ghost. Jetpack plus ice caves makes that pretty, makes me pretty confident of that. I haven't even seen the ghost yet. I've been moving around too much. Where the fuck is this vault? Like, I don't understand. Where is Ghosty here? We don't know yet. Like, I don't want to get hit by this shotgun and possibly get platformed or, like, comboed to death. So we're just going to leave. It's really unfortunate. Those jump pads do fuck things up pretty, like, nastily a lot of the time. So, it feels like the 4th of July. I hope I didn't miss out on a vault because that does represent a lot of wasted potential financially. You know, the item that I need the most right now is probably the pitcher's mitt, in all honesty. It's really, well, I mean, more bombs is obviously super beneficial as well. 23 is not enough to do all of the things that I would want to do. There's a vault on this level, so I'm assuming that there wasn't one on the last level. Monty ended up dead somehow. Still, if there is an altar, we should be able to sacrifice enough bodies here to, at the very least, pick up the Kapala. And maybe a little extra health. Now we'll just run through here. Tons of sapphires. These guys are dead. Obviously, we want to take care of our shopkeeper. And, well, you know, I do want to knock out this UFO as well because he's causing some problems right now. So I think we'll, like, toss this body down here. I did that because if that aggroes the shopkeeper, saves me from losing a bomb. And maybe he just dies instead. So is the shopkeeper down here dead? Because we got business to attend to. Yes, he is. He didn't leave a shotgun, unfortunately. That's fine, though. We'll take our idol to the exit. And this is quickly shaping up to be definitely a possibility for an over 400,000 run, which would be beautiful for me. It's been a pretty good series of daily challenges recently, I would say. Is there... I think it's just time to murder this dude. So we won't use the mine. That's probably the most cost-efficient way to do it, but it's also the scariest. And then, mostly what we're just going to do here is place this bomb and then get into a position that he will never be able to reach himself and wait for him to fall down. And it happened already. That was fast. So there's another gem that we should be able to get here. Oh, it fell. And so did we, but it actually fell in a convenient location. Okay, so now we just wait for the ghost to show up. Doesn't really matter, I guess, what side the ghost shows up on. He'll come over this way regardless. And that's... I already took the idol to the exits. That's going to do it for the ice caves here. We could go to the... we could go to the mothership, but I don't want to. Actually, I think the best way to handle this might be to make the ghost spawn here at the bottom. And of course, this is the one time you wait for the ghost, you have coffee. So you can sit here, you can have a little coffee talk with people. Instead, now I've got to, you know, throw puffins off the edge to satiate my bloodlust. Sorry about this. They're not puffins, I guess. They're like baby penguins. Okay, the ghost hopefully spawned over here. Let's just get some visual confirmation of that. Indeed. And then, you know, it'll path to us. So we'll just basically come right over here. And it should hit all of those gems on its way over to us. Should be another 70,000-ish, which will take us to roughly 330. One more vault, obviously, would be amazing. And we will probably get one on the temple. We should have enough bombs to make that work in our favor as well. But I am always a little skeptical. Like, 21 bombs is not that much. Which is a sentence that's very funny for me to say as someone who would have thought 21 bombs is like basically like godlike back when I played the 360 version. But anyway, that's the ice caves done. 346,000. I'm pleased. Temple can occasionally be seriously nasty. So you'll pay for your crimes could indicate that there is a shopkeeper that just got aggroed by a random enemy. Could be a vault keeper or something like that. I don't know why I'm so interested in that single gold bar. It's not worth the risk. And then the mummy's down here. This arrow trap is already fired, but better safe than sorry, right? Oh, and there's Anubis. So, you know, obviously I would have hoped that Anubis wouldn't have shown up so early. I am going to throw some bombs over here just to open up a path. Obviously. Oh, shit. That was real close. That could have killed the fuck out of us. There's a crocodilo man over here as well. Alright, so obviously we got to do something about the mummy returns. So we're going to... We threw a bomb over there to take care of the mummy. Did I open up a path to crocodilo? If so, that's not good. I think those bombs will work. Yep, there's the scepter for us. Obviously, that was I was very wary about that because the lava monster could have just hit me into the lava very, very easily. So It was a little risky, but at the same time, I felt like it kind of had to be done. Now we'll watch out for thwomps and arrow traps primarily. Still have 17 bombs. Obviously, save some of those for the City of Gold and a vault as well. If we can. If we can't, well, shit happens, right? I don't see... I see thwomps in here. Oh, shit, I didn't see that guy in there. Is there a Monty close by? There's a shopkeeper. That's to be expected, I suppose. I don't want to do what I was thinking about doing there. That locust saved me from myself. So Monty's up there, but I'll have to get it involved with a thwomp, which I don't want to do. So what I am going to do is, like, come down here, fire this. That'll kill the caveman. And if I come down there and fire it again, it should kill the shopkeeper. And I'll be able to get, like, 2,000 gold out of it. Gotta be careful. You don't accidentally want to kill yourself with the shot. Okay, so it just charts to whatever body is in the area. So I might actually have to, like, stand here. And then it was closer to the shopkeeper, which is good news. Okay, so there's no vault. That's the other reason I did that. Just to... If the music kept going like that, that would indicate that there was a vault here, but there's not. So this allows us to get a little bit more gold, and we'll ignore the thwomp up here. And we won't get Monty, even though I only have 3 health and no Kapala, which is definitely the worst part of this run so far, is that I lack the Kapala and I don't have crazy amounts of health. It's okay, though. Locust is an easy kill. And I'll pay for my crimes, which is pretty standard, really. So we want the thwomp to come at us. That's a given. Got to be a little cautious. Now it's like, do we want to explore the remainder of the level? Oh, Jesus. Kind of, but I also just kind of want to go to the City of Gold. We're just going to leave. I hate to do this because, you know, we're missing out on a potential vault, but I was very concerned that I would get myself killed by those thwomps. So, kind of a little baby's way out, but I'm okay with it. Rather baby's way out than, you know, have my own funeral here. So with the jetpack, City of Gold is usually really nice because we can get a ton of scarabs. Unfortunately, that's emerald. Okay! That happens from time to time. I basically shit myself. That's fine, though. We're going to toss a bomb in here. Mostly to get the thwomp out of the way, but it's nice to get the gold as well. Man, that was scary. Okay, so we're still here. Monty is in a totally gettable situation, but we want to deal with our, you know, administrative work that we have to deal with on the temple, or sorry, the City of Gold before we do anything else. So we have crossed the 400,000 threshold. That's a very nice place to be. I didn't mean to... Oh, shit, there's a shot. If that shopkeeper is able to platform up to me, maybe he deserves to kill me. But anyway, first things first. Let's pick up some gold in here. Oh, the scarab just died. I was just going to say, maybe we can get that scarab. But no such luck. Okay, so Anubis 2 only got hit by one of those, unfortunately, so the skeletons are going to spawn out of control a little bit. And now we wait, and eventually we'll come pick up some of this gold. That's a little bit of a wonky way to deal with that. We're going to put a bomb here, and we're just going to try to get maximum amounts of gold and crates. So this is the gold for us, and there's a ruby in there as well. And then we'll put this here, and we'll get some more gold, and the crate out of it is the big thing. More bombs, that's exactly what I wanted, mostly because it makes our remaining situation a little bit easier to deal with. And now it's this shopkeeper down here, and, you know, you'll forgive me, but I am concerned. Mostly I just want to jump down, get the shotgun, and then we'll just put it back here. So, I do fear this. This bomb is mostly just to open up the area, which might actually benefit the Ah, there we go. Okay, we hit him. And maybe he'll kill the mummy at the same time. Yes, okay. So now, at this point, I think we would be very foolish not to get Monty and take him to the exit. And I'll save the remainder of the bombs for Olmec and Hell, because that's probably, honestly, a better value proposition for a player like myself. He's still alive, so, you know, no harm done, more or less. And next, we will be on the Olmec fight. That's actually awesome. So, 450,000, and we got our weapon back. This presents a pretty useful situation. Now, let's try not to make the same dumb mistake I made last time in leaving the shotgun behind. Anytime you can get to Olmec twice in a row with this amount of money is always a nice position to be in. And honestly, Hell's not that bad. It's hard, don't get me wrong. But it's kind of less difficult than I think its reputation is. There's a lot of enemies, but if you have a ton of bombs, it doesn't matter. You just kind of you know, sneak your way through the level the best way you can, and then, you know, life's good. And the fact that we're picking up so many bombs here is obviously crazy beneficial for us. The paste is irrelevant, but that's fine. I would gladly take all the pastes if we continue to get some bombs as well. That is more bombs. That is more gems. So, probably some people are tempted out there to just, you know, blow up these areas and take the gems with them. I don't think it's a bad idea, but I also don't think that's the right idea for me. I think I'm much better off using 10 bombs to get through the Olmec fight without accidentally killing myself. And then also, you know, saving like 9 bombs for hell. And there is something to be said for, you know, min-maxing, no doubt about it. But there's also something to be said for knowing the player. And I know myself well enough to know that I will probably, in all likelihood, get myself killed in Olmec or, you know, die on hell in kind of not-so-great circumstances. So we're just going to leave, and we're going to find the Munch Munch zone. It seems to be right about here. And it is probably going to take us 10 to 12 bombs. That's going to frustrate people. Inevitably, people get frustrated when they feel that I'm wasting bombs, but I don't consider this a waste. This probably lowers my chances of dying on the Olmec fight from, like, maybe 60% down to 40%. Or not 40%, like, probably 8% or something like that. The worst case scenario, in all likelihood at least, is not that I die here, although that would be worse than what I'm about to suggest. It's less likely as well. The worst case scenario would be I accidentally drop Olmec in a position where I can't get to hell. So ideally there would be a bomb box or a bomb bag inside of this crate. That's more bombs, so, you know, that compensates us quite nicely for the ones I've invested so far. Should probably put one here just to make sure it's gonna work, and one here, and one here. And, oh, that sucks real hard. That should blow up both of these. And we still have 10 bombs left. At the very least, I think we're also gonna need one here. And then it should work. I may need one more. In fact, why don't I just use 2 more just to... Or 1 more should be fine. Just to guarantee this. We've got like equal spacing on both sides, I think. So it's like, which one do I want to blow up here? This is a scary proposition. Why don't we try it like this? And... Cool. That looks 100% safe to me. So we still have 8 bombs left. Let's get Olmec to come through here. I realize there's like a... Not a glitch, but a very good way or method to fight Olmec. And I haven't learned it yet. Because I'm mad because I'm bad. But this is my way, and this is the way that we're going to do it for now. So I'll just get on top of his head. Oh, are you fucking serious? So, what we're actually going to try here instead, then, is we're going to try to get him... Oh, please don't crush me against the ceiling. Okay, we're going to try that, so that resets his pattern a little bit. Then we'll drop him in. And that was more or less perfect. I did miss out on that 1,500 gold there. You'll forgive me, I hope. So, second daily in a row where we're going down to hell. This time, also with shopkeepers dead. And we're at 518,000, which, in all honesty, is quite good. Now, we could... Oh, the camera is so good on hell. Yeah, this allows us to kill vampires instantly, which is insanely good. Bats as well. I don't know about those weird little demon things, but now just be cool. We don't want the Dracula monsters that or lava monsters to hit us. You know, that was obviously a scary situation. Still 3 health though, and we're not gonna worry too much about gold. Here, we're mostly just going to be concerned with our survival, which is going to annoy people because, you know, I've come this far, and then to not really be very concerned about crossing like 1 million, for example. Sure, that I can understand your frustrations, but by the same token, just surviving on hell is it's a challenge in and of itself, and that's why I'm being extra cautious. Should probably kill Dracula here so he doesn't accidentally platform out of here and get me killed. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to have happen there, except for that extra little bump there that happened at the end. And we'll leave. Okay, so that's good. We only need to keep 1 bomb, necessarily, for the Yama fight. The Yama fight is more difficult when you have... when you don't have the pitcher's mitt is what I meant to say, sorry. But you gotta deal with the cards that you're dealt, right? So this is fine. The shotgun actually makes it a lot easier, but I might honestly prefer the camera for hell. It's such a goddamn great item for dealing with vampires and other, you know, supernatural riffraff. That appears to be our exit, like right down there. Will I be safe here? Kind of a scary situation, but mostly I'm just checking out the area to see if I'd be alive if I stayed down here. It appears the shopkeeper has been killed, so why don't we just use one bomb, and that's mostly to simplify the situation a great deal, and this should be Temple 2 done. That was stupid of me to stand there, but I'm fine. I'm not even risking the Monties just in case I make an error and they end up being the succubus. So, that's Temple, or sorry, not Temple 2, that's Hell 2 done. It's so far so good. Also, so far so spooky, but is that worth it? Absolutely not. So, I will use a bomb here to access this crate most easily. And I'll leave the camera, which scares me, but may be smart nonetheless. And then it's just, you know, be cool here. So we'll take the crate up with us. This is the last level. Ah, it's ropes. That's, yeah, it's kind of sucky, but it doesn't really matter all that much. That was a great jump from that undead zombie there. Maybe a little bit redundant to say, but this looks safe to me. So I'll just trigger these bats and then farm them up, basically. I'm not going to worry about those gold bars up there. Good. That's just me gathering some information and figuring out that... Oh, no. Okay, don't die to the zombies. It's the climbing gloves cost me on that one. That was real scary. Please tell me that the lava monster can't make his way down here. Obviously, the imp can, but... Shopkeeper's dead. Could go with shotgun instead of camera after this point, which is probably the smartest call. And it'll cost me a bomb at the very least, but it'll be worthwhile, I think. Okay, the shotgun is totally still there. Okay, so we only have 1 health, and that's the dangerous part because, like, a vampire could just quite easily fall on us. But we did at least make it to Yama. We're above our top 10 threshold, which always makes me feel good. And without the pitcher's mitt, we have to be a little bit cautious about what happens with these little Dracula dudes. I'm mostly concerned, quite honestly, that I could very easily just get hit by falling debris, which is why I'm making a very conscious effort to keep myself completely under some of these structures. There we go. And we'll just make sure we're charting our way up intelligently. And, oh, Jesus, that was close. Okay, typically you just want to toss a bomb up there and then, you know, toss another rope up like so, and then just start firing away with the shotgun. And we will have to worry about these, you know, vampires that'll come a little bit later. We've already killed Yama, so that's very good, obviously. And we could just leave, but it's probably in our best interest to get as much gold as possible here, so we do have to be very cautious. There's going to be a lot of riffraff over here. Usually some spinning blades. Well, just one there, which is actually quite nice. And then we'll platform down the other side. And this is looking like it'll probably be like a 700,000 run, which is maybe good enough to be in my top 2 for daily challenges at least. So we still got Angry Bull Man. That'll be the end of his life. And another bomb box that will be accessible to me. Not that I necessarily need it at this point. And we just keep shooting just in case there's enemies that come down. And then, of course, blow up these bad boys right here. And the tiki traps will just fall. Cool. Okay, that lava monster could have killed me. Are there any spinning balls on the Yama throne? There are not. This is actually like the ideal situation that you could ever hope for. Okay, I'm very scared. That was the scariest thing that's happened on this run, and it happened after Yama was already dead. Now, we do have still some enemies left alive. I would obviously prefer not to aggro them, but it's probably smarter to actually indeed aggro them, but then knock them down or kill them or just take them out of the equation, basically. And we definitely want to make sure that we finish the fight here, because if we do, we will get another 100,000, which makes a huge impact. This is not going to be a 1 million plus run, but I'm very pleased with the run nonetheless. You know, any run where you're able to beat hell is amazing in and of itself. Able to beat it with shopkeepers usually conveys a substantial financial reward to you. It's looking like 750,000. Maybe with a few more rubies we can get over that 800,000 threshold. Probably not. Almost certainly not at this point. I think I am accidentally blowing up some rubies as well. Again, I'm mad because I'm bad, but so be it. If we had the Matic, that would be a simpler situation. But now we just take these and then get the fuck out of there as soon as possible. It's going to be about 783,000, which is pretty solid in my books. So we'll leave, and that's going to do it for today's daily challenge. I'm glad I took the time to actually record this one for myself, because that is going to be one of the highest scores I've ever put together. This is only about 3 hours from the time that the daily is done, so our leaderboard position is probably going to be pretty representative of where we're going to finish overall. But more importantly than that, I hopefully cement my position within the top 100 and maybe start making some moves upwards, because I know I can be higher than I actually am right now on that leaderboard. So we're going to finish. We'll wait for it to count down here, which might take a second. I know I got a lot of money here. I should really make a run at 1 million soon. If I had ghosted the vaults on the first floor, or so, well, you know, the mines, if I had ghosted that vault, and if I had gone to the mothership and ghosted the mothership and stayed on the temple 2 a little bit longer before going to the City of Gold, might have been more feasible. Anyway, let's hit the button here, and we're going to be in 12th overall for today, which is pretty good, 783,000. Let's change the filter, see if we recognize... Oh, it's all... Oh, I'm offline on Steam, which would explain why some of these are unknown. Schnitzel DX, man, that guy is a pro Spelunky player. 1.1 million without even beating Olmec is stupid and great. And we're going to be 81st now, which is actually quite nice. So let's check out our scores there. That is, that was either our second or third highest score ever, which is nice. And now we need about, 455,000 or higher to raise our average. So as always, thanks for watching this episode of Spelunky. I hope you enjoyed this daily challenge as much as I did. Click the like button if you enjoyed the video. It does help me out a lot, and your support means the world to me. Subscribe if you want to see more Spelunky daily challenges. There will be more of those on YouTube. And of course, as always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time.